Okay, you all. I wanted to share with you all like the latest project obsession that I have. I don't know if you're that girl, but I'm that girl that has to always have like some creative type of project, something that requires me to think about design and turn my life upside down until I figure out how to get it just right, and then I probably do it, deconstruct it, and rebuild the thing 20,000 times. So I have my latest thing. And it came to me in like this moment where I was like, I think I want to have, don't judge me. I think I want to have a second workspace, like I work from home, in the lower level. Like we call it our recreation level. It's really like a finished basement. And I'm in there now. And I just had this epiphany. There is a room in our house that we never use. I really like the room. It's a nice big room. We never figured out what to do with it. When we first moved into this house, we thought that our three kids would use this downstairs recreation level a whole lot more than they do. They have on occasion come down to play video games. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like this space here, pardon mess, but this space here has, yeah, we still have like a Christmas decoration up. That's how we roll, friends. This space here, there used to be in the house before we moved in well, actually, that's not true. We moved in and the thing was removed, but one of those wood stoves that would sit here and I guess warmed up this whole downstairs. This house was built, I believe, in 1989. Anyway, the previous owners plugged the hole up and I forgot what they had here. I think they also had a television here, like on a stand or something. But as you can see, our kids have used it for PlayStation, for virtual reality stuff. There's a bean bag, couches, places to sit or whatever down here. And that's really the extent of the use of this part of the recreation space, the basement. The part that I'm talking about is over in here. And then I think I have shared with you all, again, pardon the mess, I am boxing up things for Goodwill, that space back there has served as like my workout space. And then over in there is my husband's woodworking shop, like in those double doors over there. And here is like a bar area that we have never really used. In fact, like you see, it's partially done. We need to hang a piece here. There's stained glass there. I think that back in that section, there is a water access. What do you call it? A pipe where if you wanted to, you could put a little wet sink there. And I'm just mentioning that because I think it could be useful if I get done the part that I want to get done. So let's talk about that. And so this is the space that I'm referring to. There's like a step down that goes down into here. The previous owners used this as a room to play pool in. There used to be a big pool table in here. In fact, we considered buying the pool table off of them, but they were asking a crazy price that we were not willing to pay for a used pool table. So that went away. And you can see that this room has these three things, whatever you call those inserts in the wall that I think the owner built in for pool cues. Okay, so I have to figure out what to do with that. But let me just kind of walk you through what I'm thinking here. First of all, this space is down in the bottom corner of our house. There's natural light that comes in through those windows because the sun stays on that side of the house for the most part. And then in the evenings comes in through these two windows on either side of this very nice wood burning fireplace. I really like the fireplace. And no, I don't keep the fabric over there when the fire is burning, for those of you that are concerned. So this room has been relatively unused. You see this old Victorian couch that I'm going to sell that used to be in my husband's old Victorian farmhouse before we moved in together here. Listen, this is an older fuddy-duddy couch. It's still a really, really nice couch, and I hope it sells quickly. Someone will love this, but it really doesn't belong in our shared home. We have this big rug here that was in my husband's house before we moved in together. Love this rug. I think I'll keep it. I'm not so crazy that it has these like pinky mauvey touches. In fact, it's coming up darker on the video than it actually is in person. It's a lot more muted in person, but I think I can get away with leaving that there. Don't even ask what's happening with this little... What the heck is that? An old antique coffee table that is crazy disproportional to this room and is a hot mess. Artwork that used to be sitting up on the mantle there. This is a couch from my house before we moved in that I really like. I want to keep this couch. It's a very comfortable couch. And then I moved this chair over into this room. It used to be over in the workout space, but I moved it over here. It's not going to stay there. So then there's other stuff happening in this room. And where am I going with this? I'm going to ask for your opinion. That's why I'm giving you all of these details, not because I think you really care, but I think that those of you out there that like to weigh in on design details may be interested in helping me think through some options here. So this room stays pretty well lit, which is very, very important to me. I need natural sunlight, like for my own mental health. And then we have this patio out here, which I like. I like the idea of putting like a cafe set out here. Really kind of like what's over there, like that, if you can see that metal table. Maybe I'll move that stuff down here. I don't know. But a place to have some coffee. And we have our wooded backyard, which is nice and super peaceful. And then, my husband's wood that he uses to turn bowls. And then we have to organize this better. Like this thingy over here, this metal thing holds firewood, and so does that. So I like the idea. Here's where I'm going. I need your advice on how to set this room up. That table's going to leave. This couch is going to stay here. Originally, when we set up this room, I had the couch facing the fireplace. And I may do that again. But then I moved it to kind of open it up like this. That chair wasn't there before. So you just had the two couches facing each other with the obnoxiously tiny, disproportional coffee table in the middle. No one ever came down here. No one ever used this room. We envisioned that the kids would have their friends down here and would just hang out and chat and whatever, but they didn't. For the most part, they stayed over in this like gaming area over here with the TV. So anyway, do I keep the couch over there or do I move it back here, like to face the fireplace? I like the symmetry of the couch and the fireplace facing each other. Remember, this is going to leave. I'll figure out what to do with this later. That's minor. But I'm thinking, because I don't want to move the desk out of my office upstairs, because I want to keep that. So why am I doing a second office? Because I like variety. This space isn't used, and why not? Like, why not? I want to. So I'm thinking of getting either an actual desk or a big table, like a dining table that's almost like a farm style table, or something super modern. So one or the other, either like a farm style big wooden table or a super modern, like just sleek flat table with metal legs on it to put here, so that I would be sitting in my chair here facing that direction. If I do that, there's a couple things that I need to think about. So I want that couch to go here facing the fireplace and then take that chair maybe over in this corner with like a nice either upholstered or leather ottoman in front of it, and leave the visual plane here open so that I can see straight out of the windows without any obstructions, because that's nice too. That's one question. Do I put my desk here? One of the problems with that is I am away from the walls and the outlets. So I would have to figure out something clever to get electricity over to the table so that I could plug in my laptop and things like that. Or I don't like this other option, and that's to put the desk over in this corner. Like one of the desks that I was looking at was L-shaped. So there would be a part against this wall and a part against that wall. But then I would have my face to that boring wall and away from that, which is a nice architectural feature, the outside, which I think could be really sort of zen and grounding for me, basically away from everything. Okay. And I don't know. So I think I'm answering my own question. And the big thing is that I really need some help with figuring out what do I do about the electricity. Now, upstairs in our family room, I had the same problem because it's like a big room and there were lamps like this. Like you see, there's no outlet here. So I had an electrician come and put in outlets on the floor, like right in the middle of the room. And that solved the problem. I can't do that here because right underneath this is the foundation of the house, like the actual cement foundation. There's no crawl space here like there is in the rest of the recreation space, because you see there's stairs. So there's crawl space that direction, but not here. Okay, so that's the thing. The electricity problem is one thing. Or do I put my desk on this side facing that way? I think the answer to that's no. I think the answer to that is no. Or do I put my desk here facing the fireplace? I still have that same electricity issue. The other possibility is to put it where that cabinet is. Again, I'm still facing a wall, which I don't like. That's not ideal to be looking at the wall while I'm working and having my back to the view here, which I think could be really nice. So that's the main question. Where the heck do I put my desk? That's one question. Question number two is, do you all have any ideas for what to do with these things that held pool cues? My husband's talking about maybe putting some shelving in, which I think could be fun, but then we would have the three of them would have shelves in them. Okay. That part, and that part. And I could put books. These are really kind of shallow. So, I mean, they would have to be pictures, I guess, instead of books. Like, look, that's only a few inches in. It's not the deepest thing. I had this really weird idea to create mirrors or have like a glass company cut us mirrors that actually got put in there so that the molding serves as the frame of the mirror. My husband thinks that's crazy, but I really do think that could like enhance the visual depth of the room or spook the hell out of me if I'm working late at night and see something moving in one of those mirrors. Y'all, I don't know, because I'd be down here in the corner of the house by myself. Or is there some other idea? Like I could probably try to find pieces of artwork that are really long and thin that match or are very similar to each other, like panels or something. Any other ideas? The one other thing I thought of is to put like big curtains, like one huge curtain there, a huge curtain there, and a huge curtain over there that goes like ceiling to floor so that you don't even see those things. They're kind of hidden behind huge long curtain panels. I don't know. I don't know that I want to fuss with curtains, y'all. I don't know. I need some help. Help a sister out. Help me out. Okay, so those are main questions. Where to put the desk, what to do with those three things, how to handle the electricity issue coming over to a desk that is floating in the middle of the room. I really am feeling the idea of putting my desk here to face out to the yard. There's something about that feels really right and grounding to me, and then I would have sunlight coming in. The other thing I'm thinking about is moving my treadmill to here so that I could still be within range of my desktop, like my laptop, and I have wireless headphones. I can put my wireless headphones on and walk on the treadmill and be within range of the receiver on my laptop and still kind of walk and work out. So those are the main questions, friends. Where do I put the desk? Do I have it floating here? If so, what do I do with the electricity issue? How do I hide all of the cords that I would need to have coming out of the desk and whatever? And then what to do with those three things there? And then, a third question, where to put that couch? Do I leave it right there so that I'm looking at the couch? Or do I move it over here so that it's facing the fireplace? I love the thought of having a wood-burning fireplace going in the winter while I'm working. The harder part, maybe it's not hard, but like in the summer, sometimes there are bugs that make their way down the chimney. And your girl Veronica freaks out if there's big bugs. In fact, I got rid of a bug that was, I kid you not, about that big that I found there. It was dead. It wasn't a harmful bug, okay? There was nothing wrong with the bug, but it scared me. It scared me, and it was nasty looking. I need to figure out also what to do with this rocking horse that my father-in-law made for my husband when he was really little. So this is like a family heirloom. Like he literally carved that. And he also carved this cradle, which some people may think is really super creepy. Like the little baby head is a little bit creepy, but I don't know that my husband or any of his siblings slept in that, but it was a cradle for them that was in their house. So that and the rocking horse, I'd have to figure out what to do with them. I can do that later. Like I really want to get the placement of the big furniture pieces first, and then I'll figure out like where to highlight these items. And they may end up like back here, like maybe the rocking horse goes in front of that window over there. I'll figure that out. That's minor. But yeah, friends, so that's my latest project. In an ideal world, I'd love to paint the fireplace white, but my husband really loves the brick, and I want to leave that alone. I don't want to. We have brick fireplaces in both of our offices and in our bedroom. There's a lot of fireplaces in this house, which is one of the things we really loved about the fireplace, both gas and wood burning throughout the house. So I'm going to leave that and leave it earthy, which means that to me, I want to think also about like the color scheme. I like the beiges and the browns, and I want to do some like earthy farm scenes. I love farm scenes. I'll figure all of the artwork out later. Can you tell my mind's already going crazy with all that stuff? So yeah, friends, weigh in on desk, please. I would love that. Weigh in on electricity. Like, how do I get electricity from the walls to the desk without having a mess, a gang of cords, or having to go underneath, because that's not going to work out. And then thoughts about these pool cue inserts. Like, what do I do with that stuff? Thank you so much for like indulging me and hanging out with me and listening to my design issues. Can you tell that I am super excited to get this project underway? Yeah, this is like, it's giving me life, it's giving me energy, and I'm gonna, I think, enjoy having the two spaces. I'll put like a coffee maker down here. I think I'll even figure out a way to still have that TV out. Maybe I figure out how to get the TV right there. And I don't know that it's Bluetooth. I have to figure that out. If it's not Bluetooth, it's got to go. I should probably sell it, but put it right there so that I can be sitting over there at my desk and have something broadcast here, like in the background quietly while I'm working. Even like if it's like an aquarium scene or like a drone scene that's calming. There's possibilities, y'all. There's possibilities. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will keep you posted, and please leave your ideas down in the comments. I probably will just say thank you so much because I want to really think about all of the ideas and see what makes sense. So thank you for helping me think through this. Love you guys. That was a high five. Love y'all. Bye.